You are investigating the 7th level of Moria, searching for the Chamber of Records and any sign of Balin's colony. In the heavy twilight of a hall, a bulky tome is discovered in the grip of a dwarf skeleton. You carefully take possession of the book. Perhaps it will give you some answers. Hello and welcome back to the Line Unbroken, my series in which I'm playing through each of the scenarios of the Lord of the Rings living card game in turn, using only cards which were available at the time of the release. And here I'm on the second scenario of the Khazad-Dum deluxe expansion, 7th level. So, search the encounter deck for a Book of Mazarbel and have the first player attach it to a hero of his choice. Cannot attack and does not exhaust to commit to a quest. So I'm going to put that on Dane. And let's flip this over. The dwarven runes on the book appear to hold a detailed record of the fledgling colony, but there is some elvish script at the end which seems out of place. When revealed, reveal one encounter card per player and add it to the staging area. Okay, and there we go. That's all set up. Right. And yes, as of course here, as I commented in the article, I believe this is where we really start getting into things where the designers were trying to imitate moments from the books without directly representing them. So here, of course, well, this is more, I suppose, the film version of when they arrived on the 7th level. Lots of swarming little goblins. The general order of the day in this quest. Anyway, so let's see. Let's play this Campfire Tales. Alright, that's something. And then I think that will be it. And over on this side, let's play an Arable Record Keeper. And let's play a Dwarrowed Elfax onto Dwalin. Alright, so questing. Dane does not exhaust a quest. So, 2, 5. Of course, because he is not exhausting, he applies his own bonus to himself. 2, 5, 7, 10, 12. Each player must rate his threat by 1 for each enemy in the staging area, then the last player discards an attachment he controls. Alright, there are 2 enemies in the staging area, and the last player does not control any attachments. Ah. Takes 1 damage. Gets +3 attack until the end of the round. Giving him attack of 8. Which is enough to kill Dane. Wait, I have a feint, it's fine. Right, so 1, 3, 5 versus my 2, 5, 7, 10, 12. I should be doing this. 7 progress. And of course, we have to engage all of these one way or another. Let's see. Deck 1 will optionally engage the Chieftain of the Pit, and then we let engagements fall out naturally So deck 1 gets the swordsman, and deck 2 gets the spearman. Do you have shadow cards? A 1, and feint the chieftain of the pit with his 8 attack. Ah, Hornblower gone, that's very good to see. And now Dane will defend against the Goblin Swordsman. The Book of Mazarbel stops him attacking, but not defending. Gimli will defend against the Spearman, because of course it has the same +2 attack if undefended that the Swordsman has. There we go. +3 attack if attacking enemy is a Goblin, so that's 5 attack. Gimli takes 3 damage, because he now has 5 attack himself. Dwalin is attacking for 3. He will kill the Swordsman. And, well, my fact, by 2, not 3. Let's start these shadow cards. Oh, actually... I'm just going to do a slight retcon here, now that I think about it. Let's bring back that swordsman. And instead, deck 2 will play Khazad-Dum, targeting Dwalin, giving him +3 attack until the end of the phase. So he will attack for 6 and kill the chieftain of the pit, and lower my threat by 2. So that 5 attack won't be coming back again. Alright. Well, under the circumstances, I suppose I'll pass over the resource from Gimli to Biffa, and that will be it. And I guess I'll play nothing on this side. So it's quest 2, 5, 7, 10. I will leave the record keeper up so I can use his ability. (10) versus 0. Seems reasonable to me. I do have a Miner of the Iron Hills. So yeah, let's accept that. And each player must deal X damage to one ally he controls. X is the number of allies he controls. And I'll kill my record keeper. I think I can deal with that. So I'm still questing for 10 versus nothing. And we advance. You have discovered the chamber. Before you lies the resting place of Balin, last Lord of Moria. The final portion of the book tells the grim tale. Balin was slain in the Dimrill Dale, and the dwarves were then trapped in the mines. It seems as if there are no survivors. You stand silently by his tomb, but cannot tarry. Orc war cries and horns sound close. You leave the cumbersome book as a testament to the dwarves' valour, and prepare to fight your way out, lest Balin's fate becomes your own. Remove Book of Khazad-Dum from the game. I'll just put it in the victory display. And force at the end of the staging step, reveal the top X cards of the encounter deck, adding all enemies to the staging area, discard the other revealed cards without resolving them, exit the number of players. This is again a case of the phrasing was a bit more clumsy at this stage in the game's life, because really what that should say is it should be discard the top X cards of the encounter deck, and where X is the number of players in the game, reveal all discarded enemies and add them to the staging area. Well, never mind. This is how they put it. We still know what it means. I've already finished the staging step this time round, so I don't have to do this now. Move on to the combat phase. Gimli will once again defend, spin. No shadow effect, he takes no damage. Dane will defend. The swordsman. No shadow effect, he takes no damage. Dwalin is attacking for 3, kills the swordsman, and lowers my threat by 2. Discard the shadow effect. Watchful Eyes. The attached hero is exhausted at the end of the combat phase, so I reveal 1 card from the encounter deck. A Goblin Swordsman. Not too bad. Watchful Eyes can be a problem if you let it mount up, but just happening once, it's not such a big deal. Alright. Really not getting the best draws here, I suppose. I will play Faramir. Then over here, I'll play this Miner of the Iron Hills, discarding Watchful Eyes. And Biffa can have one of Dwalin's resources. Could just get Gandalf right now. But no, I think this is okay still. So let's quest 3, 5, 8. Okay, that's an extra. So as it stands, I'm breaking even, but at the end of the staging step, reveal the top X cards of the encounter deck, blah blah blah. Okay, that's not an enemy, that is. It is revealed, so it does take 1 damage from Thalin. That means there's 10 threat in the staging area against my 8 willpower. And more enemies than I'd like. Don't have to take the troll, can't take the scout. Yeah, it needs 10 attack to kill that thing. Okay, yeah, so I will exhaust Faramir, targeting deck 2 to get 2 more willpower. And leave it at that, I think, for the moment. And then let's optionally engage that and let that engage me naturally. Oh, I've put these in the wrong. There's only 7 threat there. I'll leave it there. Shadow, shadow. Dane will defend the swordsman. I really don't want this to mount up quite so much, so I'm going to use a hasty stroke to cancel the adding of that swordsman spearman. Okay, no damage. The Miner of the Iron Hills will defend this. Plus 3 attack if it's a goblin. The miner is dead. Gimli can kill the spearman. Alright. This is a troublesome time. That feint can come in very handy. Let's see, what did I say? I need 10 attack to kill the cave troll. Gandalf and I will actually I will use his damage ability to kill the goblin scout. As crazy as that may sound. And over here there's really not a lot I can do, so I'll send a resource over to Biffa. Actually, let's make it from Dane rather than Gloin. And I mean, save for secret paths or play a Daughter of Nimrodel. I think I'll save. So, let's quest 3, 5, 8. Once again, 8 versus 4. You cancel it. On the other hand, it's only 1 threat and losing the Dwarrowed Elfax. Could be a lot worse. And Watchful Eyes. Test of Will. So, 8 against 4, but now that's the number of players. Neither of those are enemies, they are discarded. 4 progress made. See, this is how this quest tends to go. You get slowed down when you reach this point by lots of enemies. Although, actually no, this isn't necessarily how this quest tends to go. I was lucky in not getting a lot of threat early on, and then arrived here where things can slow down by the loss of the book and the extra enemies. Regardless. Feint the troll. Dane will defend the swordsman. Faramir will defend the spearman. I have another hasty stroke. Yes, I do. And I am actually going to use it to still keep things clear. Now, Gimli is attacking for 5, Gandalf is attacking for 4, so that's a total of 9, which would be 1 short of killing the cave troll. Gloin will pay 1 for Durin's Song to add 2 to all of Gimli's stats. So he is now attacking for 7, 11. The cave troll is dead. And on this side, Dwalin will attack the swordsman, dealing 1 damage to it. And that will be it. Gandalf, the next player begins the round. Alright. Put those out as usual. That will have to be it. On this side, Daughter of the Nimrodel, and that will be it. So 3, 5, 8. 8 versus 0. I'm actually going to quest with the Daughter of the Nimrodel. 9. Takes 1 damage. Takes 1 damage and is killed. Excellent. The Goblin Archer can be very annoying. Can't optionally engage him if you have ranged, which I don't. Characters with ranged are eligible to attack it while it's in the staging area. After an enemy is revealed from the encounter deck, the first player must deal 1 damage to 1 character he controls. That does trigger for the archer itself, but that's only while it's in play, and in this case it is killed by the damage from Carlin before it actually reaches the staging area. So, now the first effect on the quest. So, okay. 4 threats, so I'll make 5 progress. And deck 2 will optionally engage the swordsman. So, Dane will defend the swordsman. The troll gone. Faramir will defend the spearman. 1 more swordsman to deal with. Gimli will defend this swordsman. Dear Lord, these goblins just keep swarming everywhere. Dwalin, kill that swordsman and drop that threat by 2. Oh, Gimli should take any kind of damage. There is nothing else I can do. Okay, we'll spend one for campfire tales before we do anything. Bjorn could come in very handy, potentially. I'm not sure how much chance I'll have to use him. Play 2 for this Hammersmith and return Dryad Elf Axe to my hand. And then pay 4 for Citadel Plate on Gimli. And here there's nothing I can play. Let's just send the resource over to Biffa now. And let's quest 3, 5, 8. We need to be ready to heal, so that will be it. 8. This is 6. No test of will. Those are not enemies, so they are discarded. Alright, so I am actually making 1 progress. Alright, so deck 1 will optionally engage this swordsman. And yeah, then I guess it goes like this. Right. So, the Hammersmith will defend. Takes 2 damage. Gimli will take this undefended. So, heal him up by 2 and he takes 5 damage. He still has 2 hit points remaining, thanks to the Citadel Plate. Dane will defend. Farrier will defend. The defending character is now discarded from play. This is a ridiculous shadow effect because The ally is discarded from play, and now there is no defender, so the attack is undefended, so that's 4 damage. Oh, no, wait. Thanks to the boots from Erebor, I have a lot more resources that I still can't use. Don't defend. Actually, I can use them. I can use them to play Faramir again. Gimli will attack for 9, kill that guy. Oh, and Watchful Eyes went off, giving us a cave troll. No joy. Campfire Tales. The draw I'm getting really not very helpful. So let's play Faramir again. And let's pass a resource to Biffa. But actually, rather than dodge with an Undell, he's going to play Line of the Iron Hills to discard that condition. Unless I really think that I have to just go all out and sprint for the end before I die. Which is an option here. Of course, there is 7 threat in the staging area. How much could I potentially quest for? 3, 4, 8, 10, 13, 14, 16. 17, 23, 31. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I think I may actually do that. 3, 5, 8, 10, 13, 14, 16, 17. Can't cancel it. Oh, that of course is why I would have done Faramir first. Although it doesn't matter, he only takes 1 damage anyway. And I'll do the 3 damage to the Nimrodel. 16, but plus the Faramir. 21. End of staging. That is an enemy. So it does happen. So it's 5 additional threat. It stands I am making 9 progress. I don't even need to play Untroubled by Darkness, but I will anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, okay, that was interesting. I didn't draw a lot of my combat stuff, which caused problems here. Of course, I had stuff that could potentially wreck all these little goblins, especially after they took damage from Tharlin. Because, let's see, I have the Longbeard Orc Slayer. And I mean, I could potentially sneak attack him and then play him regularly, or just sneak attack him twice to kill off a bunch of these 2 hit point goblins. Well, his belt obviously didn't happen. Steelwood, Gandalf, all 3 Gandalfs sitting together there. I think that's the first time I saw a location actually in play. They were only ever shadow cards and discarded to the forced effect on here, which obviously rendered secret paths and ancestral knowledge utterly useless. Meanwhile, over here, obviously, I had, if my deck will load up, I had more attack power, The Yawning Beekeeper, intended to potentially be discarded to hit a bunch of these weak enemies who had been weakened by Tharlin and or Longbeard Orc Slayers. So one situation in which I feel like this ally might actually work, whereas usually he's a bit lackluster. There are better options. So yes, many things that could have given me an easier time dealing with the enemies. Drawing locations, of course, would have meant I would have had less enemies to deal with, which would have made it easier. But the fairly easy draws early on meant I just sprinted through all of the quest, and then I just slowly chipped away at this until I could go for an all-out rush. I probably could have gone for that all-out rush sooner, but it was just at that point I felt it was a desperate enough situation, because I was going to be taking this cave troll, and I just didn't think I had enough combat power to deal with all the enemies in play. So it was better to just finish the quest before they attacked me. Yes, only 6 completed rounds, relatively fast. That is the 7th level. We've discovered that Balin is dead, and thus created plot holes in Lord of the Rings, because there's no explanation for why all these guys, who also shouldn't be there in the first place, but why they haven't mentioned that Balin is dead. But never mind. Onward. We have to get out of Moria. See you for the next video. Goodbye.